that you need to go to university. Could it be that this is an idea that we need to make obsolete? College, I believe, is now irrelevant. And it's not just me saying it. Some of the world's best companies to work for are saying it. Google is disrupting the college degree. They just announced that they don't care if you have a college degree. You can join Google right now if you go for a 6-month certification program, and exactly what Google needs you to do, whether it's AdWords sales or it's a particular type of programming. Elon Musk said he doesn't even care if you have a high school degree, never mind college. In fact, I want to show you someone I just hired. Kadri, could you come in front of the camera for a second? Kadri is behind the scenes moderating the comments. This is Kadri. Hi. Kadri just joined our team. And Kadri, you do not have a university degree, right?
No, I don't.
Kadri doesn't have a university degree. I hired Kadri for one reason: mindset. I appreciated how she thought about problems, how she solved problems. And Kadri, did you graduate high school?
No, I have not.
Kadri has not even graduated high school. Now, the funny thing is, I'm finding that many of the most brilliant people I meet are the ones who are doing things outside the lines. Kadri never graduated high school. And what was the first job that you got when you were starting for Mindvalley? What is the first task I gave you?
It was researching questions for Elon Musk's mother, Maya, which has been really insightful job to be starting with.
So again, that's an interesting coincidence. The first job Kadri had when she started working for me was she had to help me prepare for an interview with Elon's mom. Elon's mom is coming to teach a class on Mindvalley next week. And so Kadri was preparing questions for Elon's mom. And I was blown away by how Kadri approached this problem. So thank you, Kadri.
Thank you.
I appreciate that. So I say that to make a point. Employers like myself, employers like Elon, don't fucking give a damn. So why do we spend so much time obsessed over a college degree? My parents saved up $29,000 a year for me to get a degree from the University of Michigan, $29,000 a year. But then we don't spend the investment that we need to invest in what truly matters: the mindset, the spiritual set, the happiness levels. So we'll come to that in a moment. The college, I believe, in the US at least, has become a scam. It's leaving many students like this kid with almost $250,000 in debt. It's insane. Total college debt in America is now 1.7 trillion. It's unfair to leave so many young people with such a burden just as they're starting out their lives. And Harvard recently got criticized because they had to shut down their campus because of COVID, but they kept their price for 1 year at Harvard at $50,000. That's $50,000 for Zoom calls. Can you believe that? This is why perhaps we need to rethink college. And I want to read you this quote from Neil Gaiman, one of the foremost American writers. Gaiman said, "I've been making a list of the things they don't teach you at school. They don't teach you how to love somebody. They don't teach you how to be famous. They don't teach you how to be rich or how to be poor. They don't teach you how to walk away from someone you don't love any longer. They don't teach you how to know what's going on in someone else's mind. They don't teach you what to say to someone who's dying. They don't teach you anything worth knowing." How many of you felt that education was missing the really important elements? What are these elements? Go ahead and type it out in the comments. I can see the comments right now. What are some of the elements that you wish education has taught you? For me, I wish it had taught me how to use my intuition. I wish it had taught me leadership. I wish it had taught me manifesting. I'm agreeing with a lot of the things I see here. Yet these things are nowhere in our education system. On Friday, 2 days ago, I interviewed Tal Ben-Shahar, one of the most popular professors from Harvard. He came to teach a class on Mindvalley. And Tal Ben-Shahar spoke about how he was frustrated that modern education doesn't teach the things that truly lead to human happiness. He said, okay, I get it. We teach geography, we teach math, but how many kids are actually going to be applying some of this in their later life? Yet the stuff that children really need, self-esteem, self-love, confidence, being able to think about their future, kindness, compassion, where is that? Where are those classes? And so we keep this information away from kids And we grow up as adults with these gaps in our knowledge, these gaps in our mindset, yet the information is there. Now, my education looked like that. That woman is the reason I decided to go into the education field. That woman is my mother. That is me when I was 1 year old. My mom was a public school teacher. So I want you to know all the disruption we are talking about, we're not saying that teachers don't matter. I'm the son of a public school teacher. I revere teachers. I wanted to become a teacher. I am a teacher in my own way. I love teachers. I think it's one of the noblest professions. But if you look at the way this whole industry has blossomed, especially in the United States, teachers are underpaid. But the administrators, the people who create these universities as for-profit enterprises, they are the ones raking in the dough. But the teachers themselves, like the teachers are underpaid and the students overpay. That is me studying at the University of Michigan. I signed up to take a class in computer engineering. It was interesting. I barely graduated. My GPA was 2.5, which is borderline failure. But what I want to show you is this. I'm glad I went to the university, but it wasn't because of anything I paid for. Rather, it was because of what happened on the campus outside the university. My education came from joining a theater troupe. That's me with my band of fellow actors. And this was like a non-profit theater troupe. It was called Talk to Us. We did interactive improv theater. We would go to schools in Michigan, high schools, and create plays to teach relevant topics to teenagers, topics on, how to avoid alcohol abuse, how to deal with low self-esteem. I learned from that theater troupe how to get in front of you guys and speak in a camera. I learned tonality. I learned confidence. I learned to use my voice. But that wasn't what the university was providing me. That was a band of people I met on campus. The second thing is I joined a student exchange organization called ISEC. So if you were part of ISEC, ISEC is one of the biggest student organizations in the world. And it's all about students working with each other to cross borders, to visit each other's countries, to discover culture. I gained an appreciation for culture. I gained an appreciation for unity. This has been a core driver in my life. It's been one of the reasons why Mindvalley employs people from 60 different countries. It's one of the reasons why this audience here is so diverse. But I never gained that from university. That was a group of students self-organizing. And the final thing is, I couldn't bring myself to read my textbooks. They were so boring. Like I was learning computer technologies that were already outdated because by the time the textbooks were produced, 2, 3, 4, 5 years had elapsed and the technologies no longer applied. I graduated with knowledge in programming languages that were no longer in demand. So what did I do in my free time? The reason I practically almost flunked out is because in my free time, rather than read the designated college textbooks, I would sit under my favorite tree next to the Huron River in Michigan, and I would read biographies of great entrepreneurs. Now, the funny thing is this, I applied to get into the University of Michigan Business School. I was rejected. They wouldn't let me study business, yet I was interested in business. My father was an entrepreneur. My father never went to college. And so I had to self-educate myself by reading books on business and spirituality. The spiritual book I read that really changed my life was this one, The Silver Mind Control Method for Getting Help from Your Other Side. This program is now part of Mindvalley. We have taken the entire Silver Method, put it in Mindvalley. That was my education. It was theater. It was traveling the world. It was reading biographies. But the stuff I learned in university that my father paid $29,000 a year for, today that's $64,000 a year, absolutely freaking useless. If you had a Harvard education, let me ask you this, would your life be different? Would it actually be different? Would you be more successful? Would you be wealthier? So let's look at the data for this. Well, it turns out there's this really interesting book by Albert Laszlo Barabasi, and I want to share this with you because it's going to freaking blow your mind. So like many of you, I applied to the Ivy League. The Ivy League are like the top 20 schools in America. I got rejected from Yale. I got into a few good schools like Michigan, Georgetown, but the one I really wanted to go to, Yale, I got rejected. But according to Albert Barabasi, it turns out that rejection from the Ivy League universities actually means nothing. In fact, it means that you're going to be saving a lot of money. Let me tell you why. So what he did was this. He did a study and he showed, do people who graduate with an Ivy League degree, are they actually more successful than people who go to a regular university? Turns out they are. 10 years after graduating, if you have an Ivy League degree, you're earning roughly $70,000 a year, more than someone who goes to a regular university. That's pretty good. That's really, really, really good. But here's where the study got interesting. This is an extract from the book. You don't have to read it. I'm going to summarize it for you. What he found is that if you applied to Harvard and you got rejected, or like me, if you applied to Yale and you got rejected, 10 years later, if we measure you against the people who did get to Harvard and did get to Yale, you are equally successful. In short, it's not the degree, it's the student. The person who applied to Harvard or who applied to Yale and got rejected, you know something? There was something about these students. They were goal-driven. They wanted to apply to the best. They were committed. They knew it's tough getting in, but they knew we're going to do our best. They were aiming for something that was a high target. They already had what it took to be successful. It was mindset. And they were as successful as people who actually went into these Ivy League universities, paid all of that money, $50,000 a year for Zoom calls if you're in Harvard, and then graduated. This is a key point. It is you that's going to determine your success. And you is the sum of your beliefs, of your practices. All of that collectively we call mindset. That is the determinant of success. So what are we doing at Mind Valley? My bet is this. By 2025, everyone, anywhere, will have access to the same advantages of a Harvard education for under $500 a year. What this means is that mindset, you know, that you have if you apply to Harvard and you got rejected, or if you graduated from Harvard, we're giving that to everyone plus more, without the ungodly cost of a Harvard education, without $250,000 in student debt. And we're going to do this all for under $500 a year. This is where we're going. Now, I want to show you a video of a Mind Valley member, okay? And this one blew my mind. So every few days, we do live classes on Mind Valley. Mind Valley has so many great programs, but we love live interactivity. So every few days, we bring on a special guest. As you heard from Kadri, Elon's mom is coming on next week. So we had a guest on teaching breathwork. That's her, Biat Simkin. And before we started a breathwork class with Biat, I asked if there's anyone who has a really cool story. Renee raised her hand and I said, Renee, come on up and tell me your Mind Valley story. And this is what she shared. Check this out. It is really, really, really interesting. I'm just gonna share my computer audio. Okay.
Okay, well, actually, you wanted it pertaining to the pandemic, right? And how Mind Valley's really helped me.
Yeah.
So in the beginning of the pandemic, I did the masterclass for Kevin Honda for the Money EQ. Mm-hmm. And I've been a business owner for about 13 years. And I really wanted to start a new company, but I was really stuck on saving my money because I'm a single mom. So I was like, okay, I have to make sure I save. And that class really helped me to go to the next level. I actually end up getting a warehouse, a fulfillment center. Wow. And the month that I did the Kevin Honda, I made the amount that I made in a year, I made in a month.
That's insane. That is so cool. What is your company? So I'll show you what Renee's company is. So Renee had been told, she had come to believe from her regular education, if you're a single mom, save up, save up, save up. Now that's good advice in some sense, but if you actually talk to all the top wealth experts out there, I've interviewed Phil Town, Ramit Sethi, Ken Honda, they say you need a small amount of savings, but if you're just about save up, save up, save up, you put yourself in a scarcity mindset. There's a certain way to manage your money. And it has to do with also knowing how much to spend in growth, how much in investment. For example, at least 10% of your income should be invested in your personal growth. And another 10 to 15% should be invested in future prospects, the business you want to build, stocks that could appreciate. And when Renee went through Ken Honda's program on Mindvalley, Ken Honda, by the way, is the most prominent personal growth teacher in Japan. And he did a project where he interviewed 12,000 millionaires and digested the key ideas and then produced a program for Mindvalley called Money EQ. Renee started her handbag company. And in 1 month, in the middle of a pandemic, she made more money than she typically makes in 1 year. She started this beautiful handbag company, and she started it because she wanted to create handbags she was looking to buy a backpack for her daughter. And she noticed that, all the backpacks featured cartoon girls who did not look like her daughter. She wanted a black character on the handbag. So she created a company called blk.ed that makes handbags that celebrate Black culture. And she cited her daughter as her co-founder. So that is what happens when you get the right mindset. You learn to overcome so many bad beliefs that could be holding you back. Now, this isn't just Renee. At this point, we've collected 11,508 case studies of people all around the world who have transformed their lives with Mindvalley. We literally have a stories engine. You can go to stories.mindvalley.com and you can browse stories.mindvalley.com. We have about close to 300-400 stories coming in a week right now, almost 50 a day. And you can browse stories from your country. And these are the people who are jumping on Mindvalley. If you look at their titles, if you look at who they are incredible individuals. These are the people you want to hang out with. These are the people you want to meet. And we're creating this tribe where everyone is uplifting each other. So as you grow, everyone else grows. More on that in a moment. But Mindvalley people is remarkable. They are truly, truly, truly remarkable individuals. So we have a special guest. I wanted to bring up one of our members. Is Camilla ready? So Camilla, let me see if you're here. I want to bring you up to just share your Mindvalley story. And Camilla's story is really, really, really cool. Okay, Kadri, just let me know when Camilla is ready. All right, now in the meantime, you can go to stories.mindvalley.com, and you can browse these stories. Can you see yourself as a case study? Because that's our goal. Our goal is to basically improve your life so much that willingly on your own, you come and you are writing a case study for Mindvalley. But this is what we're doing in every dimension of human growth. Now let's talk about education, right? Why does education suck so bad? And why do we need to fix it? I want to show you an interesting image. This is the telephone that I had in my house when I was growing up. Yet this is the telephone today, radically different. This is the car. This is what a car looked like. This is the type of car that my father would have driven. Yet this is a car today, electric, gull-wing doors. That's the Tesla. Now this is a classroom. This is a classroom. This is actually a schoolhouse from 300 years ago in a museum here in Estonia. And this is a modern schoolhouse. Notice, hardly anything has changed. It's still wooden desk with kids obediently following the direction of teachers. It's still a chalkboard. Hardly anything has changed. If we can innovate on our phones, on our cars, why on earth can't we innovate on education? So we're going to go into the problems of education. But before, I just saw Camilla up here. Camilla, I'm going to make you a panelist. I'd love for you to share your story. Let me stop sharing the screen. Hi, Camilla. Nice to see you again.
Hi, Vishen. Yes, it's so good to see you. And I've been listening to your talk, and I just resonate as usual with everything you say. It's just amazing. Yeah, so Camilla, I don't know if you knew, but I myself didn't go to college, and
you dropped out of college as well?
No, I didn't.
I did not know that, but Camilla is a Mindvalley member. And I want to tell you, I want to do a quick intro to Camilla. You can follow her on Instagram, Camilla Hansen Official. Camilla You can see her name. So follow her on Instagram. So Camilla is she was Miss Sweden 2015. So one of the most incredible women from her country. She was Miss Sweden 2015. She won the Miss Sweden title. And then she became an entrepreneur. She dropped out of university and she just launched her CBD oil company, Camilla Organics. I use Camilla Organics CBD oil. It's so amazing. So I strongly recommend it. Camilla, tell us your Mind Valley story.
Well, it's hard to choose one thing because ever since I came across Mind Valley earlier last year, I feel like my life just changed on so many different levels. And well, first of all, to start somewhere, the 6-phase meditation. I never understood how to meditate before. I tried all these different apps and techniques. I just never got it until I came across the 6-phase meditation. And I still love it. I love that meditation because I just feel like it puts me in control of creating my future and my day. And it just always puts me in the right mood. Like even if, I feel down or something. So I just feel like I can shift the way I feel very easily with that meditation. And what else? I also started doing the visualization. No, what's it called? The healing meditation. What's the word for it?
Creative visualization, and the healing meditation from Silva.
That's the one that you've done a video on. And, as you said, I worked as a model for a long time and I was always struggling with breakouts on my skin. And it was just crazy. Like I was eating this perfect organic diet with, taking all the right supplements, no sugar, gluten, nothing. And I still struggled with my skin until I came across that meditation of yours. And I hope you can put a link to it somewhere because it's just amazing. And after 10 years of struggling with breakouts on my skin, doing everything I can, probably spent so much money that I could probably buy a house today. It just, literally, I wouldn't give up. It just changed, it just healed my skin. And now, even I can eat burgers and stuff, although I shouldn't really, but I'm just saying now my skin still looks good. And so that really, there's just so many things. I don't even know how to say all of it.
As an entrepreneur starting Camilla Organics, what was a key insight you learned from Mind Valley that you applied into your business?
Well, I think, first of all, I loved having the support system of the Mind Valley University crowd. I love that everyone was so positive and helpful and just, pushing me to keep going. Because I think it's important to have that support system around you. And then again, just listening to you, how to manifest and create your business from an energetic point of view. And just, I think the main thing was just having that support system around me and just listening to a lot of the Mind Valley programs of how to create the business. Yeah.
So, Camilla, thank you so much. Now, I want to point out, right? The skin is the organ of the body most influenceable by the human mind. The program Camilla is talking about is actually in Mind Valley. It's called Silva. Actually, coincidentally, Camilla, I was holding up this book earlier. The guy who developed the methodology for healing skin, it's actually the author of this book, Jose Silva. He passed away in 1999, and Mind Valley has been working with his family, and we have brought his systems into our curriculum. So that's what you were using. Thank you so much, Camilla. You can follow Camilla on Camilla Hansson, Camilla Hansson official.com. Is that correct?
Yes, Camilla Hansson official. Yeah. Well, Camilla, the Instagram is Camilla Hansson official. Yes.
Awesome. And then her company is Camilla Organics. Now, I wanted to share that because I really love celebrating Mind Valley students who are starting businesses like Renee, like Camilla. I want to give their business address. I want to share their URL because I want to really, I know how challenging it is to start a business. I want to give you as much followers as possible. And also because when you follow these people, you learn from them how they are learning. You learn about the Mind Valley methodologies they are using. Camilla just went and spoke on a manifesting summit talking about creative visualization, and it's so cool. Camilla, thank you for being our guest today. Appreciate you, and thanks for continuously supporting Mind Valley.
Yeah, I love Mind Valley. Like I said, my life would not be the same without it. Like literally my whole life switched when I came across you and Mind Valley. So I'm forever grateful for that. And yeah, keep up the amazing work you do.
Thank you, Camilla. So let's go back to the rest of the presentation. Now, we're going to talk about one of the reasons. We're now going to go step by step into how to change education. Okay, the first step is this: the problem with education in the first place, and that is irrelevant topics. We mentioned this earlier. So I'm going to start now showing you the seeds of all the new innovations and technologies coming together. This is what the World Economic Forum said are the most important skills you need for 2025. Guys, if you can, take a snapshot of that, because this is really important. So as we're building our curriculum, we're no longer just personal growth. All of these skills are now being put into Mindvalley. Everything from creativity, critical thinking, complex problem solving, active learning, analytical thinking, reasoning. But we're going a little bit further. For example, let's look at analytical thinking and innovation, right? The way traditional universities teach it is through simple psychology and cognitive functioning. But the way Mindvalley teaches it is we go beyond. We teach you how to go into altered states of mind using meditation and using sound technologies so you can innovate by tapping into intuition. We show you how to improve brain cognition by optimizing your sleep, optimizing your fitness, optimizing your musculature, reducing fat. Do you know modern science, like recently, just this year, studies showed that the more fat you have around your belly, it actually influences your brain, your cognitive ability, which means all of these, from complex problem solving to critical thinking to creativity, all goes down. But education doesn't teach you that. They assume that everything is a function of psychology and thinking. It's not. Your spirituality matters. Your happiness levels improve your cognition. Your belly fat improves, or lack thereof, improves your cognition. Mindvalley creates brilliant people because we look at it holistically. So how are we doing this? We're building an AI that's absorbing that's looking at all the great wisdom teachers out there, and it's constantly expanding and expanding and expanding, and then identifying the best ways to teach all of these things to you. There are 180 different topics coming into Mindvalley right now, from courage to purpose, alternative healing, increasing productivity. You can see some of the items on that list. Next problem at college: why is it 4 years? It just doesn't make sense. Learning, growth, this should be stuff that is, that's a regular part of life. And then we go on to no focus on well-being. So many people come out of university and they don't learn the basics of taking care of their body, of their health. This is so bad, guys. Do you know, for example, that if you simply learn to optimize your sleep, you can improve your brain cognition, your thinking skills, your ability to function at work massively. If you lose 90 minutes of sleep, you basically shut down 30% of your brain. People don't know that. And so we are creating suboptimal human beings showing up to suboptimal jobs, stressing themselves out, running around this hamster wheel without any attention to well-being. So if you read the case studies, you'll see all of this like powerful, incredible individuals, and they are blossoming in every aspect of life. But what you don't know is that we are also creating people who are in peak physical shape. Mindvalley's newest body of research, 10x Fitness, actually teaches you, it literally teaches you how to get the ideal body for you in 30 minutes a week in the gym. Check this out, right? These are actual students from our beta group. Look at that transformation. This, by the way, is a 6-month transformation. This particular student, we're going to call her Mary. She went from 43% body fat, 23% body fat, 6 months, 30 minutes a week in the gym. We're not just going to be changing education, we're going to be changing the way gyms work. We call it 10x because we're able to deliver 10 times the muscle growth than regular exercise. This launches January 4th to our members. Now, the next problem with education is it's standardized. But what if we could disrupt this? What if education can be customized to you? Where we're about to go is education customized to every single individual. For example, looking at Camilla, knowing that she wanted to heal her skin, she's starting a business, knowing that she's a woman at a certain age, knowing that she has this goal and that goal, the education is customized. to how to deliver the best enhancements, performance boosts, new mental models to her for her goals. And finally, there's no guarantee of jobs anymore. And this is the other thing that is rapidly changing with Mindvalley. So I want to share with you this really cool video. We just announced this. What's basically happening is that we just announced that we will be launching entrepreneurial training for everyone who's joining Mindvalley as part of the program. There's no additional fee. And this is the new collection of training that we're about to launch to our members. Hope you guys are excited about that. If you're an existing Mindvalley member, know that all of that has already come to your account. We just launched this incredible leadership program by Keith Farazi, one of Inc. magazine's top 5 leaders to follow. We just launched The Power of Boldness by Naveen Jain, the first private citizen to send a robot to the moon. All of this content is coming. Now, the next thing we're disrupting is high prices. Everything is going to be at 1/100th the cost of a Harvard degree. This is where we're going, because unless we disrupt the pricing, we can't get this to 1 billion people. So I want to invite you to dump the degree, join the education revolution. Now, here's what's happening. Where we're going to truly create this new world, we are launching 208 new innovations over the next 4 years. This is basically one new innovation every week, consistently for 4 weeks flat. If you're a Mindvalley member, oh my God, guys, you're going to be on this crazy ride with me. We're going to be launching a new innovation every single week. If we miss a week, you'll get 2 innovations the next week. That's my promise to you. The innovation may be a radical new program that can transform your life, like 10X. It may be a technology feature. It may be something involving artificial intelligence or augmented reality. And I'm now going to share with you some of the top innovations coming from my amazing team, which is now 400 people working on Mindvalley, and then close to 100 authors. So that's about 500 people in total. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to deploy these innovations to disrupt the first 5 things about university: curriculum, campus, connection, career, calendar. And then we're going to disrupt the final one: cost. We're going to create better curriculum, better campus, better connections, better career prospects, a better calendar. You'll see what that means, but at 1/100th the cost of a Harvard degree. That is our promise to you. You guys ready to get started? If you are a Mindvalley member and you're excited to see the technologies that we're going to be deploying here, just say yes. Rishabh, thank you for putting that out there. YESSS. Okay, now you don't have to take notes. What I'm going to share with you is the future vision. Okay, we're going to start with the curriculum. Okay, let's talk about the curriculum. We know that universities don't teach you stuff that really matters. What we are seeking to do is to create the best transformation in every category of being human. What do I mean by being human? Recognizing that we are spiritual beings, that we have a physical body we got to take care of, that happiness comes from human relationships, that we have emotions in our head, that we go through ups and downs in life. All of these are areas of transformation. So currently, we have 180 different areas in which we improve human beings. And in these areas, we build the best program. For example, let's look at the area of cognition. our super brain and our speed reading programs, these have tripled reading speed. Specifically, on studies of 1,000 participants, your reading speed goes up 270% in 3 weeks. That means you're reading 2.7 more books. A book like this, you can finish in 2.5 hours, roughly. And then you might look at 10x, which I showed you, where you get your body ripped. You might look at the Silva Ultramind system, where you learn mind over body so that you can heal skin or accelerate natural healing of other ailments. All of this is what we focus on. And each of this is with the best teacher in the world. That is a totally unnecessary animation. That is a bug in my keynote. This is what happens when I start fiddling with animation effects. Okay, so how does it work? You get through all of this. When you sign up for the Mindvalley app, you sign up for the program on the app. Now, what happens is that our programs are in a very interesting way. You don't just dive into 8 hours of training. Our programs are designed based on a concept called microdose content. 20 minutes a day for 7, 14, 21 to 28 days, and you create a transformation. Now, the reason we do this is because by doing it in 20 minutes a day, it's super easy. When you start your morning, you spend 20 minutes with Mindvalley. At the end of 7 days, you might have mastered advanced home workouts. At the end of 14 days, you might master compassion with one of the world's foremost Buddhist monks. At the end of 3 weeks, you might have mastered speed reading. And at the end of 4 weeks, you might have mastered boldness with Naveen Jain. Every month, you literally have a world-class trainer, one of the leading figures in their field in the world, training you. And can you imagine what happens to you in 1 year? Now, we don't just stop there, because learning from your Mindvalley app is wonderful, but we want to bring our community together, like in situations like this. So we just launched live classes. We have so many amazing teachers and speakers coming on live classes. We have the former co-CEO of Chipotle, one of my favorite restaurant chains in America, come and speak about his philosophy and how he built a $23 billion company. Next week, Elon Musk's mom is coming on. She's going to share with our members basically how she raised Elon and her practices. She's such an incredible woman. All of these live calls are remarkable. These are just some of the people that we've had come on in just the past couple of weeks and who are coming up. Even Tal Ben-Shahar, one of Harvard's most famous professors. But the next step is this. This curriculum is now being customized to your hopes, your dreams, your interests. Every single one of you is going to get a custom curriculum based on who you desire to be. This is one of the hardest artificial intelligence projects to solve, but we have figured it out. So let's say you're a CEO. You can join Mindvalley and go on a CEO path. We look at the latest scientific studies on what do we need to improve on CEOs. For example, a recent study showed that 50% of CEOs suffer from loneliness. And another study shows that if you feel lonely, it's worse for your health than smoking a pack of cigarettes a day. So if you're a CEO, we got to create authentic connection in your life. And then at the same time, we also analyze all the CEOs on Mindvalley. There are thousands of them. And automatically, the AI is analyzing what they are enjoying growing in, what's making the biggest impact in my life. And if you're a new CEO that steps into the system, we are now able to customize the curriculum for you. And it's so amazing. This feature launches in 8 months. Not only do you learn from this AI, which is analyzing all the CEOs and customizing your education, but world-class CEOs, for example, Monty Moran, the CEO of Chipotle, come on and share their wisdom with you. This is where it becomes really powerful. But the next step is this, right? Curriculums. Remember the textbook example I gave? School textbooks don't get updated sometimes for 10 years. We update in 24 hours. So check this out. We had Tal Ben-Shahar, who teaches the positive psychology class at Harvard. It's one of the most popular classes in Harvard. And he came on recently, and he was talking about
much more stable.
Rumi, about a Rumi
much more
quote.
Accessible by Rumi, the 13th century.
Let me read you the quote that Tal Ben-Shahar was speaking about. He was teaching our Mindvalley members the importance of being able to accept any bad emotion that comes into your head and being able to watch it like an observer and not judge it, not beat yourself up. Watch it like an observer so you gain mastery over yourself. I want to read you that Rumi poem because it touched me so much. This being human is a guest house. Every morning, a new arrival, a joy, a depression, a meanness, some momentary awareness comes as an unexpected visitor. Welcome and entertain them all, even if they are a crowd of sorrows who violently sweep your house empty of its furniture. Still, treat each guest honorably. He may be clearing you out for some new delight. The dark thought, the shame, the malice, meet them at the door laughing and invite them in. Be grateful for whoever comes because each has been sent as a guide from beyond. There's so much wisdom in that poem, but essentially that poem is talking about a mental model that we need to teach human beings. Now, that mental model says embracing all emotions as an observer. So as I speak to Tal about that, immediately the next day, I go to our data structure and I now update. What you're seeing here is an actual video of me just listening to music, updating the back end that's going to be feeding the AI. Acceptance of all emotions as an observer. Automatically, everything in Mindvalley is tied together. And now this particular quality is in our curriculum. In 24 hours, we've updated the curriculum. You will now start seeing this quality of human transformation popping up as you're studying on Mindvalley. 24 hours. Beat that, textbooks. And this is something that's really intriguing. So this is why the curriculum in Mindvalley is getting so advanced so fast. When there's a new discovery on longevity or happiness, right? Our people, we call them learning experience designers, are studying that and bringing it in. The reason we're able to accelerate muscle growth is because we did 4 years assimilating all the highest level science and data from universities like McMaster University on optimizing gym workout. And now we're able to give people the body of their dreams in 30 minutes a week in the gym. That's going to be coming soon. But that is just the first one. You guys ready for the next? It's the campus. And this one is the most exciting. So that's the campus at the University of Michigan. Beautiful space. So many memories were forged in that campus, from snowball fights in that lawn to riding my bike around that area to picnics during the summer. I love the campus. I love the campus a hell of a lot more than I love my classes. How do we bring the campus into this? Well, what if in a post-COVID world, as business travel is never going to go back to where it was before. Bill Gates said business travel is going to be 50% of what it was before. Therefore, hotels are aching. Spaces are empty. What if we can deploy technologies where our members, you guys, can turn your city into functional campuses? You can come together to form student societies. You can teach each other. Visiting teachers can conduct classes. And you can go to school with your children. So we started this experiment. What I'm going to show you guys is a mind-blowing video. It is Mindvalley turning Tallinn, which is where I'm in right now, into an insane campus with 300 events over 3 weeks. Imagine the excitement of campus life available in your city for people of all ages. We're now scaling this up. Check this out. By the way, did you guys notice so many kids partying with adults in Mind Valley University? And by the way, if you're a Mind Valley member, all of that is open to you. You know why we have kids partying with adults? I was talking to Naveen Jain. Naveen Jain is the famous American entrepreneur, and Naveen's son is all over the news. His son, Ankur, I think is only like 29. Ankur is all over the news recently because he's come up with a solution to help Americans avoid eviction. So he's helping people in America who are being evicted from their homes in New York. And I asked Naveen, how did you raise such an incredible boy who's changing the world? And Naveen said, from the time my son was 6, I would bring him to all the networking events I went to so he could meet other innovators, other creators. So he just grew up thinking that everything he wanted to do in the world was possible. And so Naveen told me that in 2015, and I decided I want to create a university where you can bring your children with you. And that's why you see kids. All Mind Valley events are kid friendly, so that when you join Mind Valley, your children become the best they can be as well. And by the way, we're also going to be launching content specific to teenagers. That's really exciting. I have a 13-year-old. I'm super excited about that. So what you're seeing is the Mind Valley campus is going to be everywhere. What you just saw is compressed 3 weeks in Tallinn, but we're going to stretch it out. 300 events in 3 weeks is a bit much. We're going to stretch it out. There's going to be hundreds of Mind Valley events in your city coming. And the more Mind Valley members we have in the city, the more events happen. And we're building the app and the tool to make this so. And our events have a special quality of magic to it. I can't wait for you guys to experience this. Now, this is the app. We're building a new type of digital campus so that our members can connect, find friends. Now, what this app can do is going to freaking blow your mind, guys. This is the next level of what we used to call social media. And this brings me to the third thing. The third thing that universities do is they give you connections. The guy I started Mind Valley with, I met him on the University of Michigan. The woman I was married to and I had 2 wonderful children with, Christina, she's the co-founder of Mind Valley. I met her through my university years. So you can meet wonderful people in university. Now, what if we can create a way where you are constantly meeting wonderful people? Because since after you leave university, the people you tend to meet are maybe your neighbors or the people in your company. Nothing wrong with that. But what if there was a way where we could know such beautiful, rich details about your life that we could say, hey, Tom, we found someone, Mary, she's 2 kilometers away. We noticed that you are free for lunch on Sunday. Would you like to meet Mary for lunch? We predict an 80% chance that you guys will strike it up as friends. That is what we are building. So here's where it's going to go. I'm going to break this down for you one by one. Of everything that we are creating, guys, this is the one that in survey after survey after survey, people are saying they're most excited about. So when you join Mind Valley, this is coming in about 4 months. Let's say you're a CEO working in an ed tech startup and living in Moscow, okay? You specify the type of human connection that you're looking for. Maybe you're looking to meet just other interesting people in Moscow. Maybe you want to network with other CEOs. Maybe you want to meet other people in your industry. Maybe you are looking to date and find the right partner. Maybe you want a study partner. Maybe you want a mentor. So where we're going with this is we're creating our app that brings people together in meetups. These are all real photos, but also we are going to be introducing you to a new friend every single day. Every day, when you open up the Mind Valley app, not only do you get the perfect piece of content for you, but we introduce you to someone every single day. There'll be local tribes. Some of them will be people in your local area, part of your local tribe, and you can stay in touch with them. Some of them might be amazing classmates who are studying the right thing, the same thing as you. So if you're studying Lifebook or Superbrain and you start on Monday, and there's another woman, Sandra Smith, who has a profile that matches yours, and she also is in your city and starting on Monday, we introduce you guys together to see if you guys want to come together to be study partners. But the coolest part is this: we can predict friendship. We're getting to a level where every day when you open the Mind Valley app, we'll say, we found someone that we predict you will connect with deeply. Would you like an intro? And we're not saying this is someone to date or this is someone to be friends with. We're just saying human to human, we found someone we believe you're going to have a meaningful connection with. You decide the level of that connection. But our job is to identify the right human in your city and to bring you guys together. But then we go a step further. One of the biggest things that people, that we've been hearing our members ask for is, they say dating sucks. We want a way to date consciously. And Mind Valley people are the best people. So we want to meet and fall in love with other Mind Valley people. Can you help us with that, Vishen? So we're doing that. So not only do we find friends, we can basically help identify people that we believe you will go into a really conscious, healthy relationship with. Now, what this means is Mila and Adam might both have a crush on each other. And if they both do, we bring them together. But we can go one step beyond. When Mila and Adam show up on their date, we can actually give Adam a list of questions to ask Mila. So there's no awkwardness, you know? Maybe Adam is a really amazing guy, but he's a little bit shy. What happens over here is we can say, Adam, ask Mila about her career. She takes pride in her job and services. Ask Mila about her favorite movie and why. A great question for a movie enthusiast like Mila. A great chance to get some good Netflix recommendations. So we are building this. Now, why is this important? If you look at all the studies on human well-being, connection increases your lifespan. Literally, it adds years to your life. In the study of the blue zones, where these are areas in the world where a lot of people live over 100, the number one thing that they found that makes those blue zones like Sardinia, Okinawa meaningful is community. Now, you look at studies on worker productivity. If you have a best friend at work, you're more productive. You look at studies on happiness, it correlates with human connection more than anything else. And this is why connecting people is so important. Now, I know some of you guys are saying, whoa, Black Mirror, and I get you. And I'm watching every episode of Black Mirror to make sure we don't fuck this up. But I also want you to know this, guys. What we are building is powerful because we're basically giving you a better social network. Social networks today suck. So there are a couple of things we are doing. First, we have instituted 3 laws in Mind Valley. We call this the don't suck like Zuck laws. Don't suck like Zuck, Zuck being Mark Zuckerberg, the Facebook creator. First law is this: we are not allowed to sell advertising on Mind Valley. 2 weeks ago, I got my entire team together and I said, guys, we're going to have so much data on people. We could, somewhere down the future, an investor could say, sell advertising, but that would go against our principles. And I made 160 members of my team promise to quit, promise to literally resign from Mind Valley if anywhere in the future we were ever asked to sell advertising, because that would be against our value system. Our job is to bring people together, not to make you buy more shit you don't need. Number 2, we're going to be abiding by the European Union standards of data privacy, not American standards, because, data privacy in the US sucks because big tech has paid congressmen to put laws in their favor. In the European Union, you have a lot more data privacy, GDPR and so on. So I live in Europe, so we really want to respect that. And the third thing is this: we're not building addictive behavior. Facebook keeps you hooked on Facebook because the more you use Facebook or Instagram, the more ads you see, the more money Facebook can make. Our app is designed to connect you, then get you off the app into a real world conversation. So you can sit across a table with someone, share a cup of coffee, give them a hug. Our job is to get you off the app. That is what is going to change. And some of you are saying, okay, great, but AI scares us. I don't blame you. This entire vision that I just shared, guys, came to me during an altered state experience. So I'll share something very, very honest with you guys. In January, I was working with some shamans and we used plant medicine. And I went into a really interesting altered state. And I started getting these downloads on what to build. Yes, it was ayahuasca, okay? And again, I just asked that you keep an open mind. Now, one of the things that it said is this entire vision for human connection came there. This was before the pandemic hit, before this whole loneliness cycle hit humanity. But the vision that I got in 7 hours was so detailed. And one of the things really puzzled me. It said the human matching should be 70% algorithm, 30% intuition. And I asked this force or whatever was speaking to me, What do you mean? How do you put intuition in an app? And the answer came. Basically, the algorithm, so let's say we were matching Mila and Adam, the algorithm would basically identify 5 to 7 people who can match with Mila, 5 to 7 or 10 or whatever. And then there are other members who become volunteer cupids. They see Mila's profile and they see what the algorithm identified, and then they have to tap into their intuition and predict who Mila will help with. This is called human-assisted AI. We're bringing human intuition to reinforce the AI decision so that we can bring people together. That's where we're going, human-assisted AI. Sean, are you here? Now, again, this is important because you are the sum of the 5 people closest to you. If we can connect you to amazing people, there's a good chance that you will be amazing as well. So I want to bring up actually Sean Bater. Sean is, Kadri, will you see if Sean is online? I can bring him up. Oh, here he is. Hi, Sean.
Hey, Vishen, good morning. Hey, everyone.
So Sean, let me just introduce you. So Sean was one of our members. He was working on machine learning at BMW, helping create cars that drive themselves. And Sean's brilliant mind is now working on this. Sean, tell us about what you're working on.
Hey, everyone. Yeah, so I'm new to Mind Valley. I'm coming on as a sort of technical advisor, and I'm helping build out the AI platform. So, what Vishen just said about this not being a scary AI that sells you advertising data. Like he said, we don't collect your data. Actually, what we're doing is a fusion of both human intuition and this AI-enabled algorithm. And we call this human-in-the-loop machine learning. So our goal here is to actually use AI to augment some of the better parts of our nature.
Amazing. Yeah. Human in the loop learning. Okay. So I want you guys to know that we agree with you. AI alone can be scary, but we're doing our best to fix that. Sean, thank you so much.
Thanks, Vishen.
Okay. So let's go on to some of the other really cool innovations which are coming. The next thing is turning human beings into kind, loving angels. How can we create how can we reinforce the angelic side of our nature? So here's what's going to happen. Now this is where we get to the realm of science fiction. When you hold up your Mind Valley app and look at yourself, what's soon going to happen is you'll see that you have wings. Let me show you what that looks like. Now, sounds cool. Okay, but why is this important? The wings that we are building grow and unfold the more you help other people, the more you connect with other people. But this is where it gets more and more and more interesting. You will be able to unplug those wings and send them to roam the world like they are a pet. Have you guys seen Harry Potter? Harry Potter has an owl. I keep an owl on my desk to remind me of this metaphor. Harry Potter has an owl. What's Harry Potter's owl's name? Type it out in the chat. Hedwig, right, Hedwig the owl. Hedwig will go and pass messages to Harry's friends. It will check up on Harry, check up on his friends, keep him connected. Now, your wings are like your own virtual pet. They are an artificial intelligence that literally knows you and helps expand your heart and your compassion across the world. Now, what this means is this. Your wings grow and become more developed the more you help others. But you can send your wings to a different geographic coordinate. So let's say you read that there is some, you read that San Francisco is going into lockdown again, and you're feeling for the people in San Francisco. You can tell your wings, go to San Fran and see if there's anyone there I can help. And your wings will literally, it'll fly at the speed of a 747 across the map to San Francisco, be in San Fran, and someone in San Fran who's on the Mind Valley app who's feeling sad or depressed and is in the mood for human connection can click a button that says, find me calling an angel. And when they click on call an angel, if you and them have a profile match, your wings come down to them. And the app literally says, congratulations, we found you an angel. You could be in Estonia, they could be in San Fran. You connect with them and a new friendship starts. By slowing down the pace of time and by creating something that resembles the true nature of pets and angels, we are building deeper human connection and bridging people across the world. Now, your wings are so intelligent. they can do more. But first, let me show you the technology. So this is it.
Okay, so that butterfly will not be.
So you see the butterfly? So that is an AI blockchain-based object. It exists once in the real world. So here we're deploying it in Marina del Rey. So here it's in the form of a butterfly.
He's not there anymore. It's not like Pokemon Go.
So you said it's not like Pokemon Go?
No, Pokemon Go doesn't have unique objects.
Exactly.
So it's not Pokemon Go. This is unique. This is yours. It only exists once. You cannot just grab it.
Your wings. Yeah. They're associated with your identity, your background.
And you can send them around the world. You can give them a name. It's literally an augmented reality virtual pet. Why are we doing this? By 2023, both Apple and Google will be releasing augmented reality glasses. So we are building it for that future. Now, the other cool thing about the wings is on your birthday, your wings, because we know your friends, they will travel the world, find your friends, literally find your friends and ask them to give you a birthday greeting. You wake up on your birthday and your wings will be in front of you over your bed. You would have a beep on your phone. As you hold up your phone, you'll see your wings. And then when you tap on them, your friends' birthday wishes pop up one by one. We make you deeply connected with the people you love. So we can't wait to bring these technologies to you. So let's go on next to careers. So what we're doing is not just to create the campus, the connection, the curriculum. One of the good things that universities do is that bullshit degree actually does help you get a job in today's world. It's decreasing in terms of its success rate, but it's still there. But we believe we can help you get a better job. Now, how to do this? We are creating a new way for humans to collaborate and work. The first goal is this. We're making all our members become better at their job by subscribing to each other's brains. Let's say you were a graphic designer. What if you can subscribe to the brains of other graphic designers, and as they learn, you also learn? Bear with me here. We are building that technology. This means that you're no longer just learning by yourself. You're learning with everyone else in your industry, in your field. You're going to be able to subscribe to each other's brains. And the way to do that, you're seeing some interesting screenshots here. I'm just doing this to tease you. This is coming. Now, the next level is this. We're creating Iron Man's Jarvis for every human being. So not only can you subscribe to each other's brains, but what's going to happen is, let's say you're in a WildFit community for healthy eating. You can walk into the real world and walk into a cafe, and you will see augmented reality notes left in physical space. You might see a little note on the cafe menu saying, don't eat that. This is so high in sugar. Try this instead. Or if you go to a gym, you might actually see notes left for you in augmented reality on the gym machine. Now remember, you're wearing, this is assuming you're going to be wearing the upcoming Google or Apple glasses. They're coming out in 3 years. But you can also do it by just scanning the room with your phone. This is augmented reality. It gets weirder. Remember Adam and Mila? So let's say Adam and Mila, they go out on their date, paired up by Mind Valley, and they fall in love. And as they are walking home, they stop. Adam holds Mila and they kiss for the first time. And they feel something. And they decide, this is a moment. Adam and Mila, if they so decide, can take a selfie of themselves. And under that beautiful tree or fountain where they kissed, they can place that selfie there in real time. No one can see it except them, but they've placed a virtual object there. 10 years later, Adam is walking with his 4-year-old son, Mila's son, and he passes by that tree. All of a sudden, there's a beep on his phone, and it says, memory, reminder of a memory. He holds up his phone, and he sees that picture, and he can make his son look through his phone, and he can say, hey, that's where mom and dad met for the first time. Now, what did we just do? We just gave all our members the ability to put a meta layer across the world in augmented reality. We are allowing you to create in a virtual reality landscape your notes, your images, the future desk of a Mind Valley person. You will literally have, it'll be like what you see in sci-fi. You'll be able to put notes, reminders, all in virtual reality. This future is coming, and we are paving the way and building the technology for this. So this is called the metaverse. We are building the learning layer and the human connection layer for the metaverse. Now, the next step, to help you improve your career is a concept called guilds. I insinuated on this earlier. You can subscribe to each other's brains. But here's what a guild means. We've identified 8,000 job categories in Mindvalley, and we are clustering our members into these job categories. Now, what it means is this. You can tap into other members in similar job. We call this a guild, and you can grow and learn from them. So let's go back to Renee. Renee designs handbags. Renee wants to tap into other brand designers. She can put up her latest design, say, what do you think of this design? And other brand designers on Mindvalley can give her feedback. Everyone becomes smarter. My goal here, folks, is to ensure that Mindvalley members are the best people to hire for any company out there because they have augmented intelligence. They are subscribed to each other's brains. They have the power of the guild system. We're creating people who are so brilliant, so smart that any company will want them. But we want to make sure that they, our members, you guys, get the jobs that you, I'm focusing my camera, that truly matter to you. In a Gallup study, 80% of people in the world today dislike their jobs. And that's because of the stupid bullshit university system that tells you, oh, you need to be a lawyer, you need to be an engineer. That's so freaking limiting. I hate it. Rather, what gives us meaning, what uplifts us in our job is when we find work that fits our passion. But there's one more ingredient. A study shows that you are 7 times more engaged in your work if you have a best friend in your job. This tells you that friendship and connection, if you've joined a company where you click with other people, you're going to be so much more engaged and happier. The company wins and you win. So what we are building is a new type of job matching website where companies get recommended the right Mindvalley people that match the company culture. So we've launched Mindvalley for business. Businesses can sign up to Mindvalley, and not only do we up-level the culture of the company, but we also help them grow their company by predicting which other Mindvalley members would be a good fit for their project. And this brings me to culture upgrading. We just signed a whole range of like governmental organizations, major companies that you've heard of. Unfortunately, I can't reveal the names, but what's happening right now is we are bringing this mindset training and up-leveling all of these company organizations. And the final bit, of course, is the calendar. The Mindvalley calendar is really simple. Every day and every way, you become better and better and better. That's it. Every day you become better and better, but it's for the rest of your life. You never, ever, ever graduate. Why would you want to graduate? I mean, graduation is death. Our job is to ensure that lifelong learning is a part of your life. Now, to do this, we have assessments. So there's a whole assessment you can take, life.mindvalley.com. And on this assessment, you basically get to structure your life, see how you're growing and everything. And this brings us to the final question, costs. We're transforming every aspect about human education. And wouldn't you agree that this is somewhat futuristic? But it's not just futuristic. It has soul, it has intuition, it has spirit. We're transforming the course of history of the human species. But this is where it gets really good. We're doing it for we want to give 10 times the benefit of Harvard at 1/100th the cost. So we're getting this all out to people for $499 a year. That's it, $499 a year. If you do the math, that's about $1.50 a day, $1.50 a day, $1.50 a day. That is roughly half what I paid for my morning cup of coffee today, $1.50 a day. All of this, the human connection, the health, the fitness, and that's why Mindvalley is so remarkable. It is the best money you can spend. You change your health, you live longer, you have greater happiness in your life. So all of this is basically what we're doing. We're envisioning a world where traditional education has been replaced with lifelong transformation. And we're giving you the right lesson, the right connection, the right human connection to make you better and better every way in every day. Now I want to show you like how to get started. And by the way, for those of you who are existing members, I want you to know we just lowered your price. Because remember, Mindvalley used to be 2,000, then we brought it down to 1,005, then 999, then we brought it down to 595. Most of you who are members paid $600 a year for it, and you're loving it. But we're dropping the price 17% so we can keep our promise of keeping it under 500. So all of you who are members, the good news is we're giving you back $100 on your next renewal. You're renewing, you're going to get 5 times the features, but you're renewing for about $100 less. And for those of you who are thinking about becoming members, try it out. 15 days. You can subscribe, and in 15 days, if it isn't for you, 1 click and you cancel and your money goes back to you. 1 click cancellation. It's all automatic. So let me show you what that looks like, okay? I'm gonna do a quick demo right now and actually show you the Mindvalley system on my app and everything else. So this is the platform on the computer. I want to show you some of my favorite programs in Mindvalley. Everyday Bliss by Paul McKenna. This is what I'm currently studying. This is so cool because it makes you immune to stress. And by the way, pay attention to the quality of the filmmaking.
Controlling stress is a remedial thing. It's only for people that are high pressure executives or working themselves all hours. It's also for anyone and everyone who wants to actually get more out of life. It's about being able to learn how it is to relax profoundly and deeply whenever you...
And you notice the quality of production is almost Netflix level. But look at the way the lessons are organized, right? When you go through Everyday Bliss, week 1, you see it's 14 minutes, 8 minutes, 10 minutes, 7 minutes. Now there's a little bit more. In addition to just teaching you, we also work with your subconscious. And so one of the things that we do in this program is you also get specific hypnotic trances that actually change your subconscious and make you resilient to stress. And there are so many programs, so many that you can take. There's a guide and an assessment that helps you see what is right for you. One of my favorite programs is Advanced Home Workouts. Ronan, are you here? So this one basically teaches you how to turn your home into a gym.
Welcome to the gym. All right, let's do this.
So, you know, during the pandemic, the average American gained, I think it was like 14 pounds, 14 or 17 pounds. If you're in Mindvalley and you did that, you would have actually gotten more in shape, because not having gyms closed wasn't an excuse. You turn your freaking living room into a gym. Mindvalley people are fucking unstoppable. And that's why, like, I so love this community. Now, what I showed you was really cool, but let's go further. I want to show you some of the technologies which are currently already available and are blowing people away. But first, one last thing. We are also launch something called channels, where you can learn everything from, so these are like episodes. These are short form episodes. We are launching series, sort of like television series. This is a new series for parents. So you can learn in 30 to 60 minutes, new ways of raising your kid. Love-based learning, dealing with kids with ADHD, moving through grief and loss. Really, really, really cool stuff. If any of you guys have been watching our Mindvalley members and have been on our parenting channel, share a comment. And the final thing, this is the one I'm really, really, really excited about, is where we are going with human connection. So let me show you this. I'm just gonna connect my iPhone so that I can show you this app. Okay, you should be able to see my iPhone now. Okay, Kadri, can you confirm that you can see my iPhone? Yeah. Okay, great. So there are lots of really cool apps in Mindvalley, but one of the things is all of the lessons that you're doing, all of the learnings come with deep human connection. This is Connections by Mindvalley. This is the app where all our members are coming together to share advice, share ideas with each other. And the app is so cool because you can send each other friend requests, you can meet new people. I want to show you something really interesting. Let me go to this, okay? So let's say I'm free for coffee and I'm willing to travel 38 miles to meet someone. It shows me everyone else within 38 miles who's open for coffee. So you could see someone that you find interesting. Okay, let's look at Marco Mao. I actually did have coffee with Marco. He's an amazing entrepreneur in clean tech, and you can find friendship. So what's happening here is we're giving all our members a way to connect deeply with each other. Now, the next thing that's really cool is our members are organizing classes for each other. There's a sister love circle. That is by, which member is that? That is by Esther Murray. Christopher Lemke is doing a co-elevation session. All of these classes are being organized by our members. Interviews, group get-togethers, masterminds. This is where Mindvalley itself is allowing our members to turn this whole thing, their life, into a campus. And every now and then we have classes from world-class guest speakers. These are some of the guest speakers. Oh, that's Elon's mom. She's the one coming on. And so many amazing tools available to all our members. And this is growing. Now, the other really cool app is Ombana. So we believe that education has to also be for the spirit. And we do that by teaching our members how to access altered states of mind. Many educators say that one of the biggest things missing from our education system is the spirit, the soul, altered states of mind. Now, what we get to do with Ombana is every day you can kind of choose your mood. You can choose, let me show you this, okay? You can choose, I want better sleep. I want clarity of vision. So let's say you choose clarity of vision. You have all of these different meditations. Let's say you pick this one by Sahara Rose. This is where it gets interesting. This is the most advanced meditation app right now. You can basically customize the background. So you can listen to Sahara with the sound of the river, with the sound of fire. Let's go with fire because I love a good fireplace. And now you're listening to Sahara Rose, Discover Your Dharma meditation. This is just 9 minutes. You can adjust whether you want vocals or beats, and you can save it. So we're just giving you all the ability to customize meditations. And look how beautiful it is. This one, by the way, the hypnotic trance, this is amazing. I'm listening to this every day. This is the one by Paul McKenna, and it literally reprograms your brain to be resilient to stress. Paul McKenna, of course, being the UK's #1 hypnotherapist. So you see how beautiful these systems are? And then, of course, there's the core Mindvalley app, and that's where all your lessons are. So everything I was looking online is already in sync over here. This is the one I'm currently so excited about, 10X, because it's all about transforming the way you use a gym. It is truly amazing stuff. So I am, and if you're a member, please go ahead and share with the audience here, what is your favorite Mindvalley program? So now, the final thing I want to show you guys is basically how to get access to all of this, okay? And I'm not inviting you to make a decision. I'm inviting you to just try it out. So everything in Mindvalley is now available for you if you go to mindvalley.com/membership. mindvalley.com/membership. And we have 35,000 members, and it's growing by several hundred new members every single day. And I'm inviting you guys to join. A lot of new things are happening when you become a member. So firstly, immediately right now, all our programs are unlocked for you in all of these different categories. In a few months, the AI is going to be deployed. In another few months, we're going to be able to recommend the right teachers to you. In another few months, we're probably going to get case studies from you. One of the most exciting things that's going to happen is the connection utility. We're going to start connecting you to incredible people in your city. So if you're from India, you'll be part of an India network. If you're in Romania, you'll be part of a Romanian network. And the people on Mindvalley are just so amazing. And you'll notice it's so affordable. It's $99 a month or $499 if you get an annual subscription. Think about, right? That's a 60% saving. Compare that to the $50,000 freaking dollars of a Harvard degree. And I'm sure you'll agree, this is so much better. Now, as Mindvalley is growing, we are adding so many programs and so many new features that we are, every month in the past couple of months, we've been adding something new at no cost to our members. We added the Ombana app, we added the connection utility, but this is where we're going next. First step, you're going to get access to the campus utility. That's the one I just demoed you. So in addition to the content, you're now going to start meeting friends. Second, you're going to get invited to calls every week. Soon this is going to be every day. Right now it's about 2 to 3 times a week, but every day, live calls on Zoom with the most inspiring personalities. And I'm so excited. And our members actually come on these calls and they get to interview and interact with these personalities. And then you get the Ombana app. So if you currently have a meditation app, another meditation app, and you're kind of there about it, you can cancel it. Mindvalley is already building the most advanced meditation app and entrepreneurship training. So now we're teaching you how to get better at your job, how to get better at your work, how to grow your income. And I want to encourage you guys to enroll in the next 3 days, because 2 little cool things, okay? The first thing is that for everyone who enrolls in the next 3 days, we are shipping you a beautiful custom Mindvalley journal. I personally worked with my team to design this. This journal is the dream journal I always wanted. And it's already, I mean, the cost of getting it to some of you guys, depending on where in the world you are, maybe 60, 70, 80 bucks. It's going to be shipped out shortly. It'll take about 2 to 3 months. Remember, delivery times are slower under COVID, but this is only for people who enroll before day end tomorrow, Monday. And I want and ask you guys to become a member soon, because I'm doing a live orientation call with all the members on Thursday. So I can't wait to see you guys. And what I'm going to do in this call is I'm going to show you how to get started, how to bring everything together, how to start your Mindvalley practice. In 2021, there are so many other cool things coming. AI recommended learning and Mindvalley University in Tallinn, Estonia. But I can tell you this, guys, once you take this step, nothing in your life will be the same again. It is completely, utterly transformative. Every day, in every way, you're going to become better and better and better. And one of the most interesting things that is going to happen is essentially this. You're going to grow so fast that your friends who haven't kept in touch in 30 days are going to have to get to know you all over again. Every 30 days, you are unleashing this different aspect of your being. My goal in life is to not just transform global education, but to create the single best product money can buy. And that's what I believe this is. So if you agree, and you'll see most of our existing members agree. So if you're an existing Mindvalley member, and if you think people should join, because this is what I've been promising and how it's been growing, then invite them to join. Just leave a comment and tell them why they should join. And all of you, remember this URL, mindvalley.com/membership. See, Lisa just said, best investment of my life. Hey, Lisa, you want to come on and just share why? So Lisa, can I bring you up? Lisa, I'm going to make you a panelist, okay? So Lisa, you just posted, Mindvalley was the best investment of your life. Do you mind sharing why? While Lisa is waiting to join, she's probably turning on her webcam. Let's look at other comments. So Fatima is saying join. Ingrid is saying join. It is the best way to grow. Shruti just said best investment in myself ever. Theodora said join now. Do not waste any time. And a lot of you have said, what about India? Yeah, so I guess because I'm of Indian ethnicity, I have a lot of Indian followers. And Mindvalley is launching a custom version of Mindvalley for India. There will be calls and live events in Hindi and other major Indian languages. And we are signing up some of the best teachers in India. Recently got off the call with the phone with Mahatria. Mahatria is going to be developing a program for Mindvalley. We're currently in talks with Sadhguru. I have been collaborating with Sri Ravi Shankar. We'll hope to get him on as well as really major Indian titans and CEOs who can make a massive impact on the world. So yes, we're coming in a big, big, big way to India. Lisa, whenever you're ready, you can turn on your camera, okay? I'm just going to be looking at some of the other questions. And if there's anyone else here who's a Mind Valley member, an existing member, and you've got an amazing story, you want to tell people why they should join, let me know and I'll make you live. And then what we'll do is, oh, some people said expensive for India. Sorry, guys, but I'm going to call you out on your bullshit. No, $1.60 transforms your life. I'm Indian. I have relatives in India. $1.60 transforms your life. You make that money back. This is the best investment you can make. It's not expensive, but I will also let you know this. We are going to be lowering the price by about $100 for developing countries, right? So if you look at India, if you look at Southeast Asia, the price is actually going to go down. If you go to mindvalley.com/IN/membership, there'll be an India price going up, and it's going to be about $399. But again, when you join that India price, you're going into the Hindi network. Okay, so if you're American, don't sneak into India. The Hindi network and the Indian network is custom for India. So that is going to be happening. So I am Lisa. Let me know. Just leave a comment, Lisa, if you're having difficulty coming on. In the meanwhile, if there are other members over here who are able to come on, just type in, oh, Ariane is able to come on. Oh, hi, Lisa. Nice to see you.
Hi, how are you?
Lisa, you were just saying it's the best investment of your life. Would you share why?
Yes, I must say, I mean, I'm a single working mother of two with limited budget. And Mind Valley has been the best investment I have done in my life for transformation, self-transformation, and strength. I started with the quest of Marisa Peer because I was struggling with, after making the conscious decision of leaving my marriage of 15 years, I mean, I felt a lot of guilt, and her class really helped me understand I'm enough, that, the strength that I got from Mind Valley, it's amazing. I mean, if you make the calculation, every single dollar that I invested every morning, I just wake up enthusiastic to see what I can learn. I'm doing the Gym Quick quest as well. I'm doing the 6-phase meditation class that you give. I mean, simply amazing. I was ignorant on anything that has to do with meditation, and the learnings has been just priceless. I mean, every single member of my family knows you guys. It's incredible. So all my network, everybody.
So you've been sharing this with your family as well. So you just confessed to pirate.
I'm sorry?
So you just confessed to pirating our content, sharing it with your entire family.
Yes.
That's
my
okay.
brother-in-law is a fan. My sister is a fan.
I share my Netflix account with my ex-wife. So.
Yeah. No. I'm sorry. I didn't say pirate. I'm just saying that I have shared, not my access, obviously, but the fact that Mind Valley is a valuable resource. Awesome. My brother-in-law bought the books when you had them, the 5. If you bought the 5 books, Buddha and the Badass, you will get a class with you. So all of that good stuff.
That's amazing. Thank you, Lisa. Right. Ronan, I'm going to call you up in a moment. Okay, Ronan, I want you to tell us, Lisa, I'm going to make you back an attendee.
All right.
Ronan, whenever you're ready, just come on. Okay. And I want to see, Aryan Kerka, Aryan. I want to see if there's anyone in India who wants to share about their experience. Aryan, you're a Mind Valley member? Okay, Aryan, I just made you a panelist, okay? Aryan Keka. Aryan, you can unmute. Guys, sorry, the sharing is only for members. You have to have a Mind Valley subscription. Otherwise, what are you sharing? But I really appreciate the enthusiasm. Oh, Lokanath ready? Okay, Lokanath, if you have something to share, I'm happy to share to bring you up. Aryan, are you there?
Yes.
Hi, Aryan.
Yeah, I'm from India.
Cool, Aryan. You want to share? You want to turn on your camera so we can see you? It'll be nice to see you.
Yeah, I'm just, really grateful to you for creating Mind Valley, Like, it helped me, too much, I would say, just too much. Like, I really wanted to explore like life actually and soul. So Mind Valley actually helped me in that. Means I did gym quick, then sleep, and all this. I'm really grateful to Mind Valley. And I'm really interested to join it.
What was the biggest thing you learned from Gym Quick?
Speeding, using the finger one. It has completely changed my speeding. Yeah.
Did your speed go up?
I think so, 50% and more.
50% or more, right? Just with the finger pace.
Yeah.
One. Now,
I even taught it to my family.
That's amazing. Now, let me ask you something, right? How old are you?
15.
15, okay. So I started reading when I was 15, and as I started getting older, I started reading at least 10 to 20 books a year. If your reading speed goes up by 50%, you just significantly increase the number of books. This is going to make a marked impact on your life. So you picked a really good program. 50% is amazing because it means 50. If you read 10 books a year, that's now 15 books a year. I cannot wait to see the man you grow up to be. So thank you so much, Aryan.
Thank you, sir.
So Arpad Wakta asked if he can share a story. Arpad, I'm going to bring you up. Arpad, you're now a panelist. And then we have a special guest, Ronan. Ronan is the head of health and fitness at Mind Valley, and he is going to be sharing a little bit about some of the really cool stuff that's coming up in our new program, 10X. 10X is the program that completely transforms your health. I funded this because I, as a CEO, 45-year-old, I wanted to figure out how to stay really healthy, have a body I loved, and slow down aging. Hi, Arpad. Nice to see you.
Hello. Do you hear me all?
I can hear you loud and clear, Arpad.
Okay, wonderful.
What country are you in?
Switzerland.
Awesome. Nice to have you, Arpad.
And I'm dependent of a wheelchair, and my everyday is very busy with caregiving and take care of my body and everything. And I always had the feeling of no having free time for myself because I was very busy with everything. So, and Mind Valley just inspired me. Actually, Silva method just inspired me to rethink my schedule and rearrange my schedule. So I'm much more productive now.
Arpad, thank you so much, and thank you for being so courageous, because I can see. I'm guessing you're in a wheelchair.
Yes.
And I can see how, you have it would take you a little bit longer to do anything in life that other people might take for granted.
Yes.
Yet you are still making that time to learn and grow. And thank you for that.
You're welcome.
And I think you remind us that this idea, I'm too busy. I'm too busy to take care of myself. I'm too busy for personal growth. That's so not true. We make the time, we have to dedicate the time to ourselves, and we can always find that time.
Everybody has the same amount of time in the day.
Thank you so much, Arpad.
You're welcome.
And thank you so much for coming live. It's so happy to see you. I've never been to Switzerland, but as soon as this damn pandemic is over, and Switzerland's on my place to visit, and I would love to meet you in person.
Oh, great. That would be great.
What city are you in?
Near to Bern.
Near Bern?
Bern is the capital city of Switzerland. And I actually, just one sentence, I'm afraid of speaking in public. And my biggest dream and vision is to be a public speaker.
Arpad, so we will do this. If you study Speak and Inspire by Lisa Nichols, you'll complete that course in 30 days, 20 minutes a day. Okay?
Yes.
And after this pandemic is over, if you are able to come to Tallinn for Mind Valley University, I will put you on stage.
Oh,
1,000 people, okay?
great,
That
great.
we can make that dream happen. Kadri, will you
Okay.
remember that? Remember Arpad's name? Okay? And you all you got to do is, if you can, come to Tallinn for Mind Valley University, right? Which is open to all our members, and complete Lisa Nichols Speak and Inspire. Okay?
I do everything make possible to be there.
And I'll go one step further. I'll take one of our best speaking trainers and I will make them sit down with you personally, one-on-one, and help you refine and craft your speech, okay? We're gonna make that dream happen. Thank you, Arpa.
Great. Thank you very much. Great. So
I'm gonna make you back an attendee. Okay, anyone else here who has something really, really, really cool to share? So we are over our time. Typically I budgeted 90 minutes for it. We are 10 minutes over, but I love interacting with you guys and seeing the faces. So this is so cool. So if there's any other member who has a really cool story to share, please come up. Now for the rest of you, here's what's going to happen next. Okay. So you can go to mindvalley.com/membership. You can already start your membership. And one thing that's really cool is that if you can test this out. We are so committed to our product and we so believe in this product that after you actually sign up, you can basically with one click cancel. You can, in other words, if you can try anything out for like 2 weeks, and if you don't want it, with one click, you cancel, the money goes back to you. Don't have to make a phone call. Don't have to write an email. It's literally one click. It's in your Mindvalley account, okay? Go to mindvalley.com/refund and the instructions are there. It shows you where to find that little one-click button. We make it so easy. If you're buying a house, if you're buying a car, you wouldn't just buy it. You would basically, go and check it out. And that's what we're asking you to do. Now, one of the things that's a really, really, really good reason to join Mindvalley right now is that 10X is coming out. I'm so excited about 10X because when I turned 40, I was in really bad shape. So I started commissioning a 4-hour research project to identify how to exercise and how to create the ultimate exercise routine. And if you look at pictures of me, I've actually been getting healthier every year. Ronan, the guy who just came on, Ronan, come back on, don't hide, is one of our instructors for 10X. He's the head of health and fitness in Mindvalley. 10X starts on Jan 4th. We already have about 100 members beta testing it. And it's the result of 4-year study in how to completely optimize musculature for men and women. Ronan, tell us what we're going to be learning. And Ronan, by the way, is the head instructor.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's good to talk to everyone here. The 10X program is a fitness program to optimize your body. It's a program, as Vishen said, we've been developing this for 4 years. And our question in the beginning was, can we optimize the human body to develop everything that takes its own potential to the next level? I'm talking about things like your strength, your muscle mass, your cardiovascular fitness, your mobility, so that you have a better version of your body to support your life. Can we do that for everyone? And can we do that in a way that fits anyone's lifestyle? You know, that even for the busiest person, this is possible for them. And over these 4 years, we found the answer for this question. And it's a workout program that takes you more or less 30 minutes per week and develops your strength, your muscle mass, your cardiovascular fitness, and your mobility, all in this 30 minutes. This is something that is possible, and it's something that we've been developed for all this time. And if you think about, you say, yeah, but I'm not really interested in developing my strength or my muscle mass. It's not really my thing. Just imagine your potential, your energy, when your whole body is optimized, when the chemistry of your body is the best. It is how your brain is going to work, how your mood is elevated, how your focus is better, how the possibilities that you have in life to age gracefully, to have more energy in the day that you have, because you have an optimum body that supports you. So we developed this program. We finally recorded it, and we are launching it right in the beginning of January. So whoever is joining now will have the opportunity to take 10X in the best version, in the first group is starting now in January with all of us.
Oh yeah, so I got to show you this stuff because this is super freaking exciting. I'm just going to share 2 images that show how powerful this idea is, right? So Ronan, stay on the line. Let me share my screen. So what you're seeing here is a man's transformation. Look at that transformation. Now this is over 3 years, but this is with roughly no more than 30 minutes a week working out. No more than 30 minutes a week working out. And this guy is he's our co-instructor for 10X. So this was part of the research project. Notice how jacked he got, right? Like he developed like a Kumail Nanjiani style body. 3 years, no change in caloric intake. He was still eating as much as he wanted because he's the father of 2 teenagers. So he was eating pizza, ice cream, you know, when you're the parent of teenagers, and only going to the gym 30 minutes a week. Look at that transformation. Now, the crazy part is this: not only do you transform the body, but you actually increase lifespan, because all the science shows that if you do the right exercise in the right way, and there's a very specific form of exercise, this is what we focus on 10X, you actually increase lifespan. So what happens is you're creating, most 80-year-olds are at a very low level of health, but you create 80-year-olds who have the same health as a traditional 50-year-old. I'm doing this because when I become 80, I want to be at least at the same level in terms of cognition, in terms of health as I am now. I refuse to get sickly and age as I get older. And so I'm doing this as much as for myself as I am for Mindvalley members. And this is something we're so excited to bring to you. So Ronan, thank you for being a guest. I cannot wait.
My pleasure.
To get 10X out and to share it with more people.
Thank you, guys.
So guys, I'm going to go look at a couple of questions. We will, I'll stay. We still have 1,000+ people. So I will stay for at least the next 15 minutes to help support you guys and any questions you have. A lot of people are asking about India. As I explained, you can go to mindvalley.com/in/membership and sign up for India there. Let me see if everything is okay with that page, because we're not actually supposed to be announcing this until a few days, but if the page is up, you can already go and sign up. Oh yeah, India pricing is up. Yeah, so there's a really big discount for India because we understand the price disparity. Okay, so that's available for you right now. You can go and sign up. And I am super excited to see all the new members join. Yeah, if you're in Pakistan, go sign up on the India page. And then what we're going to do on the back end is we're going to put everyone in Pakistan in the Pakistan network, everyone in India in the India network. Then there are joint networks that you can join. All of that is going to be happening. Okay, so don't worry about that. And people are asking about other regions. We haven't launched yet. Mindvalley India is the first local model that we are launching, but we will be launching in other countries, the Philippines, various countries in Africa, in the Middle East, in Brazil. A lot of that is happening. And yes, we'll definitely be in Zimbabwe as well. So let's look at the Q&A. So a lot of the questions I've already answered through the presentation because these questions came in at a very early stage. So let's do this. Go check it out, mindvalley.com/membership. I want to thank all of you guys for joining us today. We're going to end the call here, but remember, this is a lifelong journey. Those of you who are becoming members, I'm basically going to be seeing you every few days because I come on every few days with a special guest and teach classes for our members. And I can't wait to get to connect to you. And can't wait to see you in membership. So thank you so much, guys. It was such a pleasure having you. Thank you to all our guest speakers like Camilla, Lisa, Ronan, Arpat, and so on. Okay. Thanks, folks.